So I'm seeing that coming from the past, moving into the month of February. You're coming from a situation where what once felt stable and abundant and provided you with the world at your feet is no longer giving you that sense of security and stability. So there has been an internal looking and seeking and withdrawal from your immediate physical material environment to go within and try to understand what your next move is in your journey to love. I'm going to clarify these, the Ten of Pentacles. So on the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Wands, on the World, the Page of Pentacles, and on the Hermit, the Five of Swords in reverse. That they've served their purpose, and perhaps you're not gaining as much satisfaction in the way that you had in the past with your valuables. They may have become not so much valuable anymore, or more of a burden to uphold in the world. And in the recent past, I'm seeing a new opportunity presenting itself in your love life. Perhaps moving on from your current situation as a speck of light or a glimmer of hope that you can recreate this again in the future, either with your current partner or with a new partner or with a brand new partner if you're single. And you've been deliberating on this journey and what your next steps are going to be, and feeling as though you're putting down the mental anguish of trying to hold on to this security, these material possessions that just don't hold their force or weight for you. Their importance has fallen by the wayside, and the petty arguments or the stress over these material possessions within your relationship is just not worth it to you anymore. You're just not going there. You're not willing to go there. Mentally, emotionally, it's just not a topic of conversation that you want to broach anymore. Because you see that what's in front of you moving into the near future. And I'm going to flip these over. The Seven of Swords, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups is drastically different from where you're coming from your past, and it's going to be more of a spiritual focus that you're moving into. I'm going to clarify these. I'll show you real quick. Seven of Swords. Thief is taking 5 of your swords away from your camp. Perhaps this is a partner taking, squirreling away what they feel is theirs, but perhaps not rightfully theirs. The Fool and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is the current energies for February. We pull clarifying cards. The Emperor, the Chariot, and on the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at these. So perhaps moving into February, you're going to be bringing with you only your very cherished possessions that have a deep meaning for you, and you're going to be clearing away the old baggage that you just don't want to carry around anymore. You're going to feel a lot much lighter and free and not encumbered by perhaps a property or perhaps a mortgage or perhaps multiple car payments in your partnerships. I know this is a lot to do with materials, being with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. And so with the Emperor on the Seven of Swords in reverse, again, you're not, this energy is carrying forward how, okay, if this person wants to have these possessions, they don't have the meaning for you anymore. So you're going to let them do what they will with them, perhaps donate or give them away or resell them. I'm not seeing an attachment there within your relationship. And the Ace of Cups and Four of Cups in reverse, you're able to see that material possessions or aiming within your relationships just at face value together, what you were after together as a couple, or perhaps if you're single, what you've been desiring just on the outer surface isn't going to matter as much as what's inside of the person and the characteristics and qualities that they've spent time honing, like their loyalty and their trustworthiness, their honesty, their emotional intelligence. That's what you're really after. It's not building a future with somebody anymore. The focus is being taken away from parading around in a super nice car just for, the looks of it, or the gawks or the glare or the attention that material wealth can get you. It's seeming shallow to you. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with driving a nice car. And luxury certainly has its place, but you're putting the meaning of that and its purpose in your life in its place, and not holding so much stock. If somebody's coming to you, offering you, a chance at a relationship with this person, and all they have to give you is, a large bank account, you're not going to be interested. You want something much more deep and substantial in your love life. So I'm going to flip over the cards that will lead you out of February. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Temperance. Love this card. And Death. Ooh, this one hasn't come out in a while. So the Ace of Swords, again, what I was saying, this sharpness up here, you're going to be letting go of the pettiness and the arguments within your relationship of who owns what and who has rightful, who's mine, this is mine, this is mine. That's going away, and you're going to be finding more of a balance between the material world and the spiritual world, and able to meld those two parts of life in a more even flow, in a give and take. And again, I keep coming back to understanding materialism's place in order, like they serve a purpose, but it's not the end all be all. And you're moving out of February with that deep knowing and understanding. And death to me is the ending of a cycle, the dying of an old way of being, the letting go of a certain way of life, perhaps, and adopting a new track or path. I'm going to open these up a little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, great. Scorpio. So you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse on the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands on Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles on the Death card. So moving out of February in your divine love partnerships, whether you are a coupled Scorpio or dating, single, looking for partnership, the giving and receiving in relationships, you're having a complete transformation as to what you're expecting the other person to be giving to you in a material sense, and coming to understand that you and you alone are responsible for your inner wealth, your outer wealth. Your inner wealth is always a reflection onto your outer wealth and vice versa. And also understanding that in this moderation of your attention now, there's going to be a sense of a celebratory nature, a victory of sorts, of parties, but not in an abusive way of drinking too much or whatnot, but celebrating with other people in your love life, because you are coming from a place of inner strength and independence, and the knowledge that you can stand on your own 2 feet and support yourself, and you're not beholden by anybody, whether it be in a current partnership or moving into a new one. And that's a powerful place to be. That's wonderful.